Federer, 12 Final Days. This film is directed by Asif Kapadia and Joe Sabia. This movie is a documentary. It follows the 12 final days of Roger Federer. He's considered to be the best, or one of the best at least, in the world of tennis. And we follow these final days in his career with him as he plays in his last tournament of doubles. I'll admit, I'm not a tennis fan. I've never really taken the time to get into the sport. I've got Man City hat on. I'm really into soccer or football, depending on where you're from. But I'm a very curious person by nature. I have heard of Roger Federer, and I just never took the time to really get to know about him. And this film helped a lot in that aspect. He seems like a very composed, mature individual. The film starts off with him reading the retirement letter before it's announced to the world. And you could tell it's already a very emotional state that he's in, not just for him, but for his entire family. The film then goes on to explaining his main achievements, the Wimbledons he's won, the accomplishments that he's made. And at such a young age, he retired at, I believe, 41 years old, which I believe was one of the strongest parts of this documentary. When it comes to storytelling, unfortunately, this documentary doesn't have much of cohesiveness to that aspect. But the first 20 to 30 minutes was getting me there. It was. Because he reads the retirement letter, he patiently waits for it to come out. He tells his closest friends that he's retiring. So you just see this build up and then this moment where it's announced and his wife sees it for the first time, his retirement announcement. And the camera just stays there with her. I appreciate that it wasn't cut. Obviously, this is documentary, so nothing's acted, everything's really real. And the filmmakers catching this moment, I thought was really important. You could just tell how much she loves him and how much it means for her that he's retiring too. Like, this moment hit everyone, even the kids were crying. So I thought that was a nice moment. But then this film does this thing where it's like when me and my girlfriend go on road trips, we know what our final destination is going to be, but we take a lot of detours to sightsee and just, take the long way around. That's enjoyable when I do it with her. But when it comes to film, you really feel that the time is wasted or it's just not focused. The documentary takes time from other subjects or other matters that felt should have been absent from the documentary. It didn't feel important to it. It didn't feel important to Roger Federer's farewell. Because of this, I wouldn't really say there's a second act. I'll just say the middle. It was mainly about the other competitors that are going to be in the final tournament, the great players in tennis that Roger Federer has impacted, he's influenced, he's played against. I think the most important one was his relationship to Rafael Nadal. I thought the portrayal of their relationship and the vulnerability of the two men was really honest. You could just tell that they are very good friends. On the court, they are very fierce rivals, but they play each other with so much respect. Rafael Nadal seems like the competition any sportsman would want. Their bond is really there, and I thought it was a really nice touch that they got to play with each other in Roger Federer's final game. And some of the best parts of the film were as he was playing in the final game, where as he's playing, we cut to moments of him as a younger Roger Federer. There's these match cuts that happen that I thought were pretty creative. I really appreciated that. It was a very sentimental touch. Obviously, this documentary, it was a big goodbye moment and it was a good farewell. And at the very end, when Roger is saying his goodbye to the sport of tennis, it did creep up on me a little bit because it's just such a passionate human being of a sport. And then the reactions from his family, from Rafael Nadal, just really hit you. When looking into this movie, I heard that the documentary actually wasn't even originally supposed to come out, that it was never planned. And I guess you kind of see it, especially in the middle. I feel like the best parts of it were in the first 20 to 30 minutes, Rafael Nadal's part, and then the ending. I thought that could have been a good, solid 40, 50-minute documentary, but then it very much sidesteps, it pivots to topics that are unnecessary to what's at hand, what the goal is. I'm sure if you're a tennis fan, you'll very much appreciate it though. You can find this on Amazon Prime. It just came out a couple days ago. I'll have to give this film a C plus. Guys, this movie is rated R purely for language, and that's it. And it's not even that strong. It's just here and there. Guys, let me know what you thought about this review. Let me know what you thought about the movie. Roger Federer is a beast and he seems like a great sportsman. Catch you guys next time. Bye bye.